Hello everyone and welcome to me finally being some kind of consistent. We're live on Friday, we're live on Monday, we're live on Tuesday, we're live on Wednesday. I got really confused there. I was like, was I live on Monday? But yes, we did play Dungeon Crawler. And we had some technical hiccups yesterday with Twitch just not working, and I'm double checking it's working on my PC, it's working on my phone. So hopefully it works. So hopefully that's enough. Yes, okay, so again, I need to you should put like hire a professional to come and like sort your webcam, because I just feel like the colours are always messed up. It's like I don't want to be like too bright, but I don't want to be like how depressing that is. So we do that. And then I can close that. Today we are playing. I need to actually check if my controller's gonna die. That's okay, so yeah, today we're playing Monument Valley 2 because we played 1 yesterday. We're going to delete our save because we have done the first level, and then yesterday we had to do the second level. Because my PlayStation account basically started falling apart. So just up, okay, yep, we're live on YouTube, we're live on Twitch. We are recording. We have enough storage to record the video. Everything's going perfectly. Oh, I did forget the timer. And you know what? Actually, I forgot to change. I'll do that while we're playing. See, the first level is the exact same as the previous level in the first game. Basically, I forgot to change the stacker thing to say how many trophies we've got. I should be able to do that on the fly as we start Monument Valley 2. And look, we've got like a logo this time. There we go. So that should be, I mean, there should have been a trophy there. So if I do this and I paste into here, then if I show that, it says multiple attackers detected disabled. Oh. Don't know what that means, it keeps disappearing, but I think we'll just leave it, and then if anyone types it, then it's their fault for breaking it. Yeah, I believe this game's meant to be a lot shorter than the first one. It should be about an hour and a half, I think. Level 2, the vestibule in which Leo introduces her child to the valley. So yeah, like I said, we did play this yesterday, but we didn't like... I didn't pay attention. See, that's what I'm saying, look at my webcam. One moment. You see, now it just looks so weird. I don't know what it is. I think what it is I bought like a full light or whatever, like a key light. Which is what you're meant to get. But I don't like having it on like full, because it's like a big light in your eye. And I think that's the issue. But it doesn't actually matter. I do think what you're meant to do, you're meant to get like a diffuser to shoot the light. Like, I know a lot of people say like if you're up against a wall, you should just shoot the light at the wall and then the light comes back. But I am not against the wall, so... Yeah, so we've solved this puzzle, so we'll do a little bit of a speed then. We do have... Can I show this easily? Just before we get into the game. Window capture. Okay, if I open this. Yeah, okay. So, Warboats has not went well. So far, you can see we've got 1 hit and 7 misses. We're at -4. However, if you think about it, every miss makes the next hit more likely, because it gives you information. So, Yeah, so I mean, I won't go into it now, but we've got a bunch of misses. However, this one is Monument Valley 2, so we'll get this today. And then that's a nice one in the middle that should hopefully tell us where to go. One thing I also found out, like, when I realised, is that I've got Dying Light 2 on here, and I actually do not own the game anymore. Because I rented it, and I didn't like it, so I sent it back. And then it was on PlayStation Plus, so I played it for a bit on PlayStation Plus, and now it's off PlayStation Plus. So hopefully you can see that this is a hit. We hope it doesn't go down. But we can see it does not go down, so it has to go either up or left, and left is to finish Mass Effect 2. So I have no clue what this board could be like. I said to Blinkum that I started badly, and he said that I'm on like a one good board, one bad board kind of done, and I do believe that. As you can see that Matt has started with 2 hits and 1 miss, so it's not looking good. But, you know, like I said, each miss does kind of help, because it lets you know where one is more likely to be. Yeah, today we'll be getting the mouse. Today we'll be getting this one, and then hopefully that will give me some information to continue. Okay, so now I believe we're on a new level, or are we? No, I think we've done this. But yeah, for he's sitting there, actually, I didn't realise that's what it was. So Hades 2 is a game that I obviously just came out on PlayStation recently, and I added that to my account. But I didn't actually even add it to my account on purpose. I was just playing it, but I only got 1 trophy because they're like top heavy. You know, you don't get that many early, and then you get a lot of them at the end of the game. And on Warboats, I had 3 different Hades 2 trophies, but they were all relatively easy. One's for finishing the 2nd area, and then one was for finishing the 4th area, and then the other one is kind of later. You have to finish the 6th area, which I'm almost at. Yeah, so yesterday I played it for like 6 hours, and I beat the 2nd area and the 4th area, whatever that is, and they were both misses. So, but hopefully that last one is a hit. Also, something, this is actually crazy. Yesterday I played Monument Valley for the first time, and genuinely, because I talked about my history with the game, where I've knew about it on like iPhone, iOS. Then when I got a Steam Deck, I bought it on PC and played it. Like in my head, I played it for a little bit. Okay, so I technically knew in my like subconscious, I knew the first puzzles, but I didn't think I'd know the end ones. And then when I played it yesterday, I did not know. Like, I didn't recognise any puzzle other than like the very basic MC Escher ones at the start. And yesterday when I went to log the game on Backlogged, it said edit your log, and I was like, it doesn't usually say that. It only says edit your log when you've already started playing a game. And I went on Monument Valley and I logged it. It was on the 5th of January 2023. I had logged it for an hour and a half. And yesterday, I mean, the game is not that long. And I looked at my Steam achievements and I'd beaten the game. And I was like, what is going on? I genuinely did not remember anything of the game. But apparently, not even apparently, like, I had the Steam achievements there. So that was, like, honestly, it was so confusing. So, I mean, it's kind of interesting going back. Obviously, this is the sequel, which they have to make, like, accessible for anyone. So, we're getting, like, a difficulty... whatever the word is, like the opposite of Spike. We're getting a nice like breather to remember how to play the game. And now, I mean, the difference in this game is that we've got 2 people now. Which doesn't change anything yet, but it does mean that we have to move differently. Like you have to go 2 in on a step to not interact with yourself, if that makes sense. But we have now been separated, so that was all. What I just said was pointless. Oh. Look at you technically can't fall in this world. One thing I'm going to just double check is Twitch still working. And yes, it is. Okay, so we can't go, we need to let... Okay, yeah, we need to push the button so that that, like, saves the child. Yes, that's means so we have to go 2 in to be able to use this. Because we have to get both of us on the platform. And now... What are we doing here? Okay, yeah, because then we can move this up. Yeah, and then we can move that back down. If you were here yesterday and you heard me talk about the WWE Platinum, how it's like time-based, sadly, it is the timer, like the Platinum unlocks at 8 PM, no, 4 PM, sorry, on the 8th, which is in 2 days' time. And the company that I then games for them, they're only open until 4 PM, which is in an hour's time. So that means if the game does not get sent to me in an hour, and then gets posted, and it takes a day, then we will not be able to get the WWE Platinum until, like, August. So we're, you know, it's a nerve-wracking day today. I don't think I will get it, but then it does kind of mean that I can just, like, chill out, because, you know, I'd be like, okay, so I'd get that trophy tomorrow, then I need to get the Platinum as fast as possible to, like, get a video out. I was like, you know, I can barely even get videos out without the time pressure. The viaduct in which the child learns her first lesson. But what that does mean with me not having to get WWE soon is that I could then Dying Light again. Because that's the thing, when I was saying, like, I don't own Dying Light anymore, I looked at it on, like, I never was going to buy it, but I looked at it on the store and it's £54, like, still. So this game came out, what, 4 years ago? Well, I guess, I mean, if it goes on sale, I'm guessing it does get cheaper, but... Yeah, so that does mean I do have a spare space, which means I could rent it again and get the Platinum. Maybe. I actually really did not like it. I mean, I barely even liked the first game. Wow, look at that. It is easy to be nervous when she goes up so quickly. Often the challenges we face do not require the strength to hold on, the strength to let go. Wonder if the plot of this one will be easier to understand for me, because it is so simple, it seems, you know. Yeah, so it seems like you can't actually play as her, but she will follow you wherever you go. You can see that now, she was like waiting for her to go down the corner. Yeah, so I can't tell her to push this button. But yeah, she'll follow you. Even if she can't get there. Okay, yeah. So now we want to walk over... Oh no, but we want her to come towards us. Oh yeah, sure. Okay. So we need to go back first. Okay, yeah, that is what we're doing anyway. So... So now she's with us. Yeah, just because like, the plot of the last game was about some like magical, or like ancient civilization, and you're the last prince, and something. But this is like you have a child, and then you're gonna get separated from her, and then you have to get back to her. I'm like, okay, I can understand that. And this kind of like, this is a new mechanic. Don't actually know if we're solving a puzzle there or if we're just, it's taking what we're making. Because yeah, it does change. So. Side by side. I remember that was on my war boats last week. But I chose not. Well, I didn't even have to get it. But I was like, if I can, I just want to avoid playing Monument Valley until I can play it on here. Do actually, I feel like I should check if there's going to be any missables, because, you know, there wasn't in the last game, but I do think in the third game there is. The archipelago in which the child must find their own path. Yeah, I'm seeing that every trophies for completing a level, except the one that we actually need for the warboats is for finding an Easter egg. So it does seem like in a level. Let's do a live guide. Okay, so in the last level there's a lizard you have to click on. Sure. So want to do this? No. Want to do this? Then we can stand on it. They want to pull it down and then spin it like all the way, I'm guessing. As you can see, those are again not ideal. Other options, those. We can change the sensitivity. I think if we want it on high, then that's it. I like that audio on or off. When have you ever seen an option menu like that, on or off? Okay. So we do play as her. What is the... So we can move the doors. I don't see why. Oh, I guess we didn't know that door existed. So that is. So now we can do this. Okay, now we can come back. Look at the game, it doesn't let you, like, skip. Okay. So, yeah, we want to stand on here. And move this. Oh, okay. Want to do that? Wow. So, what are we doing here? We can't, like, so we can't move. Oh yeah, we can spin this. And I feel like my brain, I can't, like, see what it's going to look like. So I just kind of need to do it. And then we can go hit this button now. And that takes us all the way up. Oh. She did not like that. That's not correct, but what if we spin in just random directions? So now we're almost there. That's the thing, we need to get... Or is that actually? Yeah, so I guess sometimes we play as both of them and then sometimes it's just the child and we have to get back to the mum. So let's stand here. Then stand there. Then we can go hit this button. And then pushing this is going to switch it back. Yeah, okay. So... I mean, we want it to be green, you would assume, because that's just the next button to hit. And then we want to walk in here. That's like cool, we're doing the opposite of what we just did on the previous puzzle. And then we need to go back and switch it to the other colour. So again, I mean, I'm sure you can probably see this, but it's just kind of a telling either. I mean, actually, I think that was easier than it looked, because I think there only were 2 ways to go. She's done well, but some lessons must be learned alone. Solitude brings its own perspective, and you both have more to see. Now she's leading. Shows me that. That was very cool. I didn't even realise what I was doing there. And yeah, I'm not sure if I'm actually doing anything here. Because we've made that. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't actually change. You know, I guess what I think is happening is, imagine on iPhone, it'd be fun to, like, make that. And you can kind of make whatever you want, and then that's what goes in. Whereas on PlayStation, I'm just, like, moving the left stick and then it finishes. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. The docks. No, description on that one. So we're leaving, I guess. That's quite funny to then like understand the plot where you don't understand the plot. You're like, what? I guess because she got the message from that angel person saying that she has to go away on her own. Then this is her like sending it off. So sad. I mean, that is... I want to actually just go back quickly. Like, the pattern behind the levels. Is that me? Did that make that? So this one we start with playing as, Ida. The towers. They're the main other pursuits for the heart. Yeah, it's weird we start with her and not the child. I like it when we get a nice, simple level. We just chill it. That's good. The point of this game that it's not meant to be... We're not actually meant to think. But you're just gonna do things where you're like, oh, that worked. So... Like, good, you know? And then there's stuff like that, it's like, okay, that's cool. Sometimes feel like nothing to change when everything is different. Separate paths can still be part of the same journey. Your journey is one that must continue. Nice. Okay, this is cool. There's like... We've never seen this perspective in the game before. Just like completely side on. Even... Okay, because I thought it wouldn't let us turn it if we're on it, but that's only like specific things, I guess. So... Can't go anywhere, but we can stand on this. Take us there. Which then takes us... nowhere. Oh wait, okay, and then we can do this. Okay, and then we also have to make our way over over there, so we have to get on this. Okay, yeah, so we need to go back. And then... Okay, so we have to get back over there. Then... It's gonna work. Okay, yeah. Nice. Yeah, so I tried to like mess with it there to see like how it actually works, and I don't know what happened, but Follow's not black and white. Chapter 8, Aphelion, in which Theo visits an old friend. Shout out to Don't Nut. Heard that game was not that good, but that might actually be the one time. Obviously I do, for the most part I do just with this like game critics. You know, like if it has like a 71, it's like it can't be. I do actually wonder what the lowest rated game on OpenCritic that actually like is. I feel like it's the totem, but he's different now. Yeah, I think Aphelion got like a 71 or 72, which puts it in like, it's basically like, you know, the game works. It's a functional game, but it's not worth playing. But just because I love Jusant so much, it's like, how can it be bad? Now how do we... Okay, so we need to move him up. Go down here, then move him back. Now... Oh yeah, now we need to get the totem to the end. So... Okay, and then we can twist him back and then get on top of him. And then we're going to put him here and shove him into this pest dispenser. So if they... I forgot if he died or not. He died and we put him back together without... What does that do? Yeah, we don't even... Oh, yeah. We don't want that yet. We want to go and push this button, and I'm guessing then... Can we not push the button? Okay, we only get so far, so we need to use him to make a platform. Nice. You know, this game is like the ultimate game for the DualSense Edge. because it is kind of... I mean, it's definitely not worth the money. I basically just got one because it was the PS1 one, so it was like kind of as a collector's thing, and also I get to... Oh, Sydney's eye. And also it's like I get to see what this like special controller is. And there's a lot, you can like take the sticks off, you can change the dead zones and the digger intensity and stuff like that. Just a lot of like kind of pointless stuff. But you can, there's back buttons on it, and you can map them to any button on the controller. And I was like, when will I ever use this? Because it reminded me of back when I was like 11, playing Call of Duty, and one of my friends got a Scuff controller that has like all the back buttons. So you can, I think people used it to jump, and then also to go prone, which is actually funny. So I was thinking like, what am I going to use this for? Because I don't play like multiplayer games like that. Like, you know, that is not something I need. So I was like, I guess I would put it on like X and circle, which is that's what I'm saying is funny, because that is exactly what the Scuff was. And I don't use the circle that often, to be honest, because I think I remember I was playing Daggers the Veilguard when I first got it, so I was like, okay, circle is dodge, so we've got the back button on dodge. Yeah, I don't use the circle that often, but I use the X all the time. Like, I've been playing the game one-handed for like 20 minutes. Because the game only is move the stick and push X. So I've got the back button on X. So, that's it. Men and tall. The afflictions unfolds old memories. And then we've got this egg that's going in and in and in. I guess the back button, because I've not played a Souls game since... Actually, did I play... I would have played Wukong with it. Be like, because whenever you sprint, you have to do like the claw. So being able to not do that, to not have to do that, would be good. Okay, so what are we doing here? This is like one of the handful of levels you have to actually think about. So we want to make it... We want to be sideways somehow. So we're not even moving, so we have to... And is that it? So what doesn't move? Oh, the whole thing moves. So I think it's the next one. How do we do this? Yeah, the only thing that doesn't move is that little bit in the middle. But I'm thinking we basically want to be like here, so we can walk down and then in. So how do we get here? So that spins us. So now we want to be here. I think it must be. I think we have to stand on this and not move. And then get on. Another way? Oh yeah, wait, yeah, is this not it? Do we not just do this? Okay, that was so much simpler than I thought it was. Oh. Okay, so we're back to playing as us with the child following. Okay, she's gonna go in there. But we can't go down, can we? Oh, we can go on it. Okay. We want to go down? Oh yeah, we want to go down so we can get back on top of that. So we can go and push this button. And would that let us go in? So I'm guessing we want to go on here, and no, but we can't move it when we're on it. Okay, so Can we now get off the ladder? Okay, that was weird. And then... What a weird level. And then the same thing, we want to... No, is that going to work? Can we go here? You look, from here we can't go anywhere, can we? That's weird, I felt like I had it, but now I'm just confused. The only thing we can do is go back, but I feel like we shouldn't be going back. We basically need to get on, we need to get... Okay, okay, I get it now. That's like now, if you can't like understand what you're seeing, the game's like impossible, but... You know, it turns out it was just... The place I had to get to, I could just get to. So now we're getting a memory, I guess. There's like a different person instead of Ida. Or is this like her coming home? There's like a different, yeah, because the sail. See, this is top knowledge. When she left, she had to put the sail up. So this is some other boat journey. Wonder if we could have went in there. You know, like... There's something weird with the door there. So I'll see how fast we can do this one. Yeah, I don't understand what this is. But yeah, when I stop, it, like, worked. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, we'll have 6 levels left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we've done 9. We're like over halfway, I guess. The botanical gardens in which strange doorways offer new possibilities. Okay, so we're now thinking with portals. I mean, is actually what we're going to do? This is... Nope. The first thing I thought of is like, what if you put the two portals next to each other? Oh, you can't. Oh wait, you have to be quick. No, it doesn't let you. Okay, so what we're actually doing here. I can go anywhere. Can I put it in the corner? Can I go the way? Oh wait, we just want to get on top. Like I was like skipping ahead, you know, like that it will be... Like that was like way too complicated for the tutorial. So I'm guessing we have to move him. Then we can go in. Why not? No, we can go on. And then we... Do we want to go up or do we want to... Oh, we can't spin. Yeah, so we probably have to go up here. Oh wait, now we can... If we move down, we get him to move back. Then we can go in. And then if we move him forward, then we can almost get on. How could we... Yeah, there's like no way that... But why do we come up here? Oh no, because now we can move him. I think. Is there a specific one we want him to go on? I don't know if this is correct, but like what I'm thinking is, but now we can stand here and then go back in, but I don't know where we want to come out. Because it can only be, I mean that's not going to work, is it? And that's like the only place that he can take us. Unless that, can we, is there a wall that we can walk on? No. I was thinking we can go on top, but there's not, he's not close enough. Could do that, but I think that just takes us back to where we were. Right? Yeah. And then we can't move this. Because we want to get down there somehow. This one, it can't be that hard. I think it has to, you have to go in here and then you have to move this in some way. But there only are so many ways. You know, so it's not that. Not that. I mean, it's definitely not that, but that's, I mean, that's something we haven't done. Yeah. And then we can go back out. Oh, maybe it is that. Could we not? I feel like this is not the start of the level, like what? Yeah, I'm very confused about what the actual puzzle was. Could we have not just always done that? Or do, like, I don't get how we moved them. Okay, so we probably want to go in them. And then we can... No, I was thinking maybe we could like come at the top, but he's not. Unless that, is that anything? No. Okay, so we probably just want to focus on hitting this button first. And okay, then we can go up here. Is that gonna work? Doesn't look good. Oh wait, okay. So now we have to do that again. Oh, we just move him. That's what that is. No, it's not. Okay, but now we can just get there, I think. Yeah. Twitch is getting the same ed- oh. Just smashed my phone. That's weird, because that's what I double checked. Oh, you're right. Look, because it actually was working for a while then. On mobile. And it looks like it just turned off at some point. That is annoying. Because I thought it was like a one-time thing, you know? Like there was just some kind of glitch that happened with the the software. It's weird on Twitch though, like on the mobile app, you can't even get off the... I don't know if you're getting that as well, but... Yeah, it's weird. See, now on the mobile app, whenever you refresh it, it shows like the thumbnail as what just happened. You know, it's like caught up. But then when you click on it, it doesn't work. We are going to do... It's so weird. Okay, I was going to do the same as yesterday where I'm going to click stop on Twitch and then hit start again and then see if that does it. So are we... The video download was cancelled, please do that again. Then we have to wait for it to fully... Okay, it's ended, it says now on my phone. Now we're going to click start. And then on my computer it's working. On the mobile it looks like it's not working. And on mobile it looks working. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna... I'll look into it properly, because that's basically... I didn't even attempt to fix it yesterday because I assumed it would fix itself. But... I mean, like, on my phone it's working now, so... Let's just hope. Working on PC. Yeah, I don't know... So it's annoying because it basically, I was assuming that there was an error when the thing was connecting to it. So I thought, okay, that if that happens, I'll double check it works. But I guess it does seem like it just at some point it stops working. You know, like it was working at the start. Well, actually, I guess that would be it would be cool to see if you can look back at the VOD and see when it stops working. You know, like is it after 20 minutes? Is it? But that's what's weird, on mobile, whenever I would close the app and open it, I was getting like a new thumbnail on what was happening on the screen. As if like, it is actually sending the video. But it just can't actually play the video, it only shows like images. So, I don't know, but yeah, thanks for letting me know, and I'll do some more Googling, I guess. Because I mean, that's the thing, when we Googled it yesterday and everyone was just saying like, oh, it's a client issue, just delete your cookies and stuff like that. But it's obviously not a client issue if it's happening twice, you know. Yeah, thanks for letting me know, and Matt, you're absolutely beating me on the warboats. I can't believe how unlucky I've been. 8, I've shot 8 times. There only are 64, so I've shot 1/8 of all the boats. Yeah, because that's what I was. The reason I'm not like thinking about it too hard is if you think about it, every miss just gives you more information to find a hit. So okay, so it looks like we are going back. I know I said it was weird that we don't play as the child, but now we're going back. But yeah, so today we're getting my D4 today. I think it's at the end of the game, but you know, like I said, I was going to play these anyway, but I've got lucky and there's one in Monument Valley 2 and there's one in Monument Valley 3. And yeah, it's like in the middle, so there's a high chance of it being a hit, you would hope. And then for the most part, I've got a bunch of short games. I do have some, like, I've got Final Fantasy X on there, which is not ideal. And what? There's another. I've got No Man's Sky. and it's for getting, I think it's for like getting a bunch of money, and I think technically if I wanted to, you could do that quite quickly. You know, there must be some kind of, not even like a glitch, but just like, okay, if you want to make money, you go here, then you sell this. Obviously, I'm only thinking about, there's a chance I don't have to do Final Fantasy X, so. But otherwise, I've got a bunch of other games I actually want to play. Like, and Clear Obscures came back up, which is a game that at this point I basically need to play. So I think today I'm going to edit the video a bit more, but today I'm going to play more Hades 2 and finish that off on the warboats. And I don't know what I'm going to play next. Because that's the thing, on Friday I still don't actually know what I'm going to play on here, because tomorrow I'll be playing the third Point of Valley game. But then I'm like, what is there anything that's good for that I could play on here and it's like good for warboats? I guess we'll have to look. And also I guess I'm gonna have to see what hits I get to see what game is actually worth playing. So are these are similar to the previous levels, or are they not? How do we get down? We can't stand this, can we? Oh, no, we can. How do we do this? Doesn't go up high enough to what I want to do, but I think if we just went the wrong way, I think that's what it is. If we go here, we can spin it and then push it down. Then go over here. Perfect. So now, I mean, it's similar to the last one. Can we spin these? Yeah. Oh no, we can't spin them, but we can move them up and down. So we want to get them in position first. So I mean, it's either that or that, and that. Yeah, okay, so then this will connect to this. Then the opposite. I'm now just like constantly keeping an eye on the Twitch app to see is it going to break at some point. At this point I do think it probably is the bitrate thing, just because I've not changed any settings. Our shadows grow long as we wait for one worthy to take up our title. She's taught you well, but there's still more to learn. The path will be hard, but remember, we walked it too. Yeah, like now all the times I've been live playing Blueprints over the past like year, I've never, like, the settings have been the exact same, and it's only recently that I changed the bitrate to 15,000. And also I changed it back yesterday, but then today I just, because I assumed that actually wasn't the issue. So I changed it back when I went live today. And I mean, that could be it. But I feel like Twitch would have a better error message than like the download cannot be completed. Like, what does that even mean? I feel like they should say like your bitrate's too high, so it's not working. I don't know why that would work. The orchard in which a transformation is completed. So we can move the light to change how much the plant is going. Yeah, actually, Matt, it's actually quite sad because, you know, we all started next to each other on the leaderboard, and now I've went under you. You're now 3 points ahead of me, and now there's 2 people in between us and Blink. And we've also, I'm pretty sure we were all in the top 10 yesterday, and we've now been kicked out. Now me and you're 11 and 12. But, you know, I mean, if you get like 1 vote, then you know, that's a bunch of points. Here's how small we are. Yeah, yeah, we're against each other again. See, I don't know if that, like, we're not meant to be against each other again, are we? Because now when you said, like, before I'd looked at it, you said, like, have you seen who you're against? I thought you were saying I was against Blink, because obviously it couldn't be you. So, you know, who else could it be? And then Blink, he messaged me as well, like, while I was live, with the, like, showing that we were all next to each other, and he said good luck. But I didn't see the screenshot, I just saw that he'd messaged me good luck. So I assumed he was saying, we're against each other, good luck. But what are we doing here? Oh, can we move the top one as well? Yeah, okay. Yeah, but it's just like that we're against each other 2 weeks in a row. Obviously, I do think you have a very high chance of beating me this week, just because you know, I've already got a bunch of misses, which obviously could change. You know, we could like flip now, just put them the stats of it. But my board as well is actually not great, so I think so. I don't know if I said when I was on here, but something that has been helping me for the past 2 weeks is that I played Life is Strange 1 and Before the Storm, like, when they came out, but added the remastered versions to my account. Can't remember, I think they were just like really cheap, and I was like, well, it's an easy platinum, and also I want to play them again. But yeah, so I added them to my account for the Bean Dive, but I've never played them, which means, if you think about, if you know how the collectibles work in that game, like how the trophies work, you know, like, it's like perfect for war boats, because you can only get the ones you actually need. And for the past 2 weeks, I think there's been like 20 in total over the past 2. 20 of them have been Life is Strange, and then this week there was only 4, and they were all at the sides. So usually, I mean, that's how I've been getting like a good start in the past 2 weeks, to get, like, you know, you start off with a big scatter shot, and then hopefully they're hits. But yesterday, I only got 1 Life is Strange one, because I knew the side ones were pointless. I'm looking at the audio, I'm like, is the game like too loud? Just like specifically there. But yeah, so I've not managed to use like my little cheat code this week. And also, I don't know if you were here when I said it, but one of the games on my board I don't actually own anymore. I've got Dying Light 2. And it's one of the trophies is next to a hit, so there's a chance that I do need it to win, and I don't own it. And I'm like, I'm not going to buy it. I checked on the store, it was £50. So I'm like, you know what? Do I know a friend who has the game and they can give me it? So we've got a new mechanic of this, the totem being pulled. And then now... So when to move it. To go here. Okay. And now we can make the totem thing bigger if we connect to that. Okay. So we're gonna turn it down somehow. How do we do that? I mean, no, we'll always be like that, won't we? Oh yeah, okay, now we have to spin this once this way, I think. Oh, it wouldn't let me. I want to like go up a little bit. That's annoying. Is there a way we can... Yeah, okay, so if we go there, then go back, then that will spin us. And in what way do we want to be spun? Like that? Yeah, okay. So we've got the twisty things again. Okay, so we're going to go back down. And make it twist like that. You could do so much, and though one lesson is ending, many more lie ahead. Our spirits are restless. When your promise is fulfilled, we will be ready for your return. Okay. What do while in the downtime between the games? I want to go on the VOD of this and see when it stopped working. I mean, that is interesting. I don't know if you go to watch the VOD, it says no available qualities for playback. So it's like the whole VOD is completely gone. And then is it the same? Yeah, it's same for yesterday. But again, it's weird. It has the thumbnail, and if you put your mouse over it, it will like fast forward between all the thumbnails of it not working. So yeah, I'm gonna have to like. Actually, it looks like it might be broken again. Yeah, on... Yeah, Matt, can you still see the screen? Because on mobile it works, but I just loaded it up on my computer and it's just black. Oh no, see, now it's fixed. But like, yeah, it works. Yeah, but so it does seem like a thing where it has a chance of not working. You know, like just there on my PC it wasn't working, but then I refreshed and it did. But it's like, I feel like that's a... You know, if you're trying to get people to come in, you probably don't want them to have to refresh like 5 times to be able to see. So we can't spin it when we're on it. Still works after the refreshing. Okay, that is good to know, but yeah. I think it is just the bit that is messed up. And I need to get the... You know, I need to pick like the correct number. But that's weird it's happening now and not like it's never happened before, you know? One of those classic things. You know, I'm actually kind of excited to, if I do get Dying Light 2 again, if I rent it again, I'm excited to get a podcast game because I've not had time. I've got so many podcasts to catch up on, just because I've been playing a bunch of games I don't want to listen to podcasts, to be honest. You like Pragmata is like story based. Honestly, whenever I'm doing warboats, I like to be like focused on like what I'm doing, if that makes sense. It obviously depends on the game, but and then I've been playing Hades 2, and I feel like that could become a podcast game. But at the moment, I'm still getting all the new dialogue, and because I'm still going to like Hades for the first time, I'm getting new music, you know. And also I don't want to like turn the volume down. Am I the door or at the Union? Yeah, like Matt, because you and Blinkum's Warboats videos, I still haven't watched. I've got them. I don't have them bookmarked. I have them opened in a tab, like in a window. I've basically got a window open that's like 15 tabs. It's like all the Min-Max videos, both of them, and just a random like other videos I want to watch. If you need to find like time to watch them, but I feel like if I got Dying Light 2, which is a game that I just really don't care about. I call you out in the second one. Wow. Okay, so now I need to listen. And it would be funny as well because that will be for your second board for that. So it's like, you know, it's happened. I've been called out. But yeah, I think I'll put them to the top of the list. You know, like I've got a bunch of Min-Max videos I need to catch up on, but you know, they're shorter as well. I know they're like 40 or 50 minutes, but compared to like an actual podcast, I can actually listen to them, yeah. Because now we're finally playing as both of them. You know, I'd love the speed run for this level is going to be so fun because it's like you need to play as both of them at the one time. Yeah, so it'd be good to play Dying Light 2 and just kind of not care about anything. And I believe that back when it came out, I remember the platinum just being like annoying. I remember one thing about it is like you get upgrades during the game, and there's a trophy for like fully. You can pick 3 different options with your upgrades, but you only have a finite amount of upgrade points in the whole game. And I'm pretty sure there's a trophy for like fully upgrade each 3, but you can only do 2 in each playthrough. So the guide was basically like at the start of the game, just never upgrade until you have enough to make a save. We'll upgrade 1, and then download your save and an upgrade. I was like, is this how we're playing games? You know, it's just so like, you know, like, just play through the game without getting any upgrades. Like, okay, but I believe that the game's been like patched and things have been made a lot easier. And also, I think there's like DLC that adds like weapons that are just like easier. So. But the actual stuff I need to do for warboats is actually quite quick, to be honest. I need to kill a volatile, which I think is just like the big guys that come out at night. And they... I just want to go there. And I'm pretty sure I could just put it on easy and then do that. Is this actually the way, or are we going backwards? Okay, I think that's where we came from. Oh wait, this is actually, I believe this is the final level. So if I touch this lizard, which I cannot do because the the cursor snaps. Do we need to go to the options? Cursor sounds if they extra slow. Okay. Am I stupid? I didn't like watch a guide, but the guide did say in the final level there's a lizard on the wall and you have to touch it. But maybe am I missing the... settings? Into those. Move cursor. Yeah, that's it. I'm thinking, is there like another way to move it where I can be like more precise? You must get closer to it. Like, see, so I'm here, and I'm pushing down as little as possible. And then it snaps. I'm thinking, like, but just as it snaps if I mash X. No. I don't know, maybe you must get... Oh wait, there's a lizard here. Okay, right, well. But, so that was not it though. Okay, that was it. Nice. Okay. See, that, I mean, the guide on that one, it says, touch the lizard. There's a lizard in there. So now we want to go and change our settings back. But what I'm going to do, Matt, just because you're here, we're actually going to do a live Warboats check. Technically I should wait because I only have one. I've only got one. But we just got this one, which as you can see, it's in the middle, so there's a high chance. I mean, it's cut off this way, it's cut off this way, but there's a chance of it being something. So with that -4, we're going to sink. This is very exciting. You're being scanned. You have been scanned. And it was a miss. Wow. Okay, so I mean, that's bad news. We're now at -6. However, the silver lining here is that, you know, I said I don't want to play Dying Light. This is Dying Light. So it looks like, you know, just from the information we have, it could possibly go this way, but there's a low chance of this being a hit. The only thing is that this is also Dying Light, and it's next to a hit, which cannot go this way. So there's a higher chance that, you know, it can only go these directions. So I think I have to play on a mission next. That's actually, I mean, that's a 15, so that's going to be... Let's take a look. Filter... Ratio... Yeah, so that one is literally the first trophy you get in the game, other than the one I've already got. Whereas if we go left, it's for finishing Mass Effect 2. So I think we might have to go up now, which that would be quite easy, you know, thirsty shooters and tow them, and then what is this? Well, that's Final Fantasy X. Okay. Well. Yeah, -6 compared to 5. So we're very far behind. With just the 2 hits. Where are they? Oh yeah, they're next to... Okay, so you know that most likely... What have you got? Silent Hill 2. I mean, that was quite... I think that you just have to get like halfway through, I think. Tormented Souls, kill 40 enemies. I've not played Tormented Souls, but I mean, killing 40, that seems low. However, the ratio is quite high on that one, so maybe I just don't know what the game is. Star Wars Dark Forces. That's an easy one, that's a 15. And then what is this? Sunsoft is back. Yeah, I was thinking, because if it's like a survivor horror game, it's like, what if there's just not that many enemies? And yeah, I can't remember exactly when. I mean, I guess it'd be the pipe. Do you not get the pipe when you're like outside in that car park or whatever? I think that one is actually quite quick. But maybe it's the shotgun I'm thinking of. Maybe the shotgun is late. Yeah, at least you've got something to go off of. I'm just looking in the dark. But I guess I do know there's something here, so that is important. And yeah, tomorrow there's the other Monument Valley one is over here, which isn't great because it is in the corner, but it's next to. See, that's what I mean about Life is Strange. One was here, so that was useful because it's like in the middle. And then the other one's down here, and then the other two are up here. So I was like, there's actually no point getting them now until I might need them. And I need to play Mass Effect 2. I've got loads of Mass Effect. I think that might be the play. Yeah, but I've just got a bunch of games everywhere this week compared to... I felt I just got lucky in previous weeks with games being... You know, like being able to get a bunch of trophies in the same game. Okay, I don't actually know what we're doing here. Let's go back. Let's see, can we do it in here? Oh, there's another lizard. We didn't do it. Yeah, so that guide was like, just hit the lizard. There's like 5. So now we can stand there. Is that anything? No. Okay, we need to go with here. Okay, well actually you can go here. And then you can go here. Okay, so maybe we play as the mum first. Then she can hit a button which will affect... Yeah, okay. So now we can move these up. Which means... Or we can move them down? No. We can move it up. Maybe we want to move it like a little bit up. That thing? Something we want her to go this way, you would think. Okay, so that moves, so that's... So we can go over here. Then do that. Oh wait, there's a door here as well. Okay. Not going. What's going on? Oh, okay, yeah. So there's a button here and a button here. Then that means we can hit this button. And I think we want to go back. So that... Yeah, we can hit this button. Then we can both get to this door. Okay. There's like a lot going on. So they're here. So somehow we have to get to that button. By doing that. Yes. And can you stand here and just come up? And then we spin this. And we spin this. Then we spin this. So now you can go there. Okay, so I'm guessing you can't move this when you're on it. No, so we just want to send her there, I guess. And over here. And then over here. I'm probably not there. I don't know where next. Where's the... Like that? They don't match up, do they? Oh, okay. So we have to somehow get her onto that platform. Like that, we can go here, but then we can't do it in... Maybe do we stop this? I don't get what that's for then. So she can come down. There. Then go over there. Oh, is it just like two different buttons we need to hit as I thought we had to stand on the buttons as both of them. I think it is just... Oh no, it is. But maybe that's going down. Does that make it easy? Does that make it possible for us to get there? No. Yeah, okay. And there's lots of the places to finish the level. The game does look good, doesn't it? Like, it's so simple, but... Just this one shot. I think it's mainly just the colours that I like. That's actually, it took me so long to go live today because I was looking for a thumbnail for the video that I liked and like kind of fit with the last one. But because all the icons are for mobile, so they're all like weird shapes. Talking about weird shapes. And then they go down to the other finishing levels. And you see we have like the ghost people, like the ancient civilization are here. Monument Valley too. Yeah, I mean they're satisfying and unsatisfying at the same time. You know, I'm glad I played them. Like, I know I've not even finished the third one, but it's like, I'm glad I played them, but it's like they don't really do much for me. They look nice and they sound nice, so. Okay, dev team. Only one. See, this is interesting. In the previous game, there were 4 sound designers who I was saying that they should get given like all the money in the world. However, in this one, we only have 1 music and audio designer. Development team. Okay, commercial team. Again, we need to see the special thanks. Do we know any of these people? No, I reckon it's Ken Wong. And again, we've got Kenny. Thank you for playing. A family together again, and then I believe that the platinum, unless there is DLC. I don't think there is. Oh. Maybe there is. I think it might be like similar to the last game where there's like an epilogue. You know, we don't. It's not like the last game where there was that full DLC. Yeah, we've got the Lost Forest. Our own 60 forests are rapidly disappearing. This level was made in support of Playing for the Planet Alliance to help bring a petition to UN conferences. Please continue to call on watered lasers to protect forests as our best line of defense against climate change. See, this is actually, it kind of makes me like the game more. The fact that the last game had, I don't actually know if it said what charity it was for, but the last game had a DLC. It was like, by the way, this was for charity. And then this one just says straight up like, this is in honor of like climate change awareness. You're like, I do appreciate a woke video game, and especially when they like tell you. Like, I can't, I don't really like misquote, but I'm pretty sure when I loaded up this War of Mine, there's something in it. Remember that game came out in like 2013? The trees sways strangely, their movement unfamiliar. Cautious steps the other explorer on, in her search for the forgotten shrine. Yeah, when I played this War of Mine, I only played it for like 20 minutes for a challenge thing. And I want to go back and play it because this made me like the game more. But I'm pretty sure on the main menu there was like information about Palestine and stuff like that. And like I said, that was like 2012, 2013. And I think there was also a lot of stuff about Ukraine. And it's like on the main menu, it just tells you like, by the way, this is what this game's about. This is like a real thing, you know? So like, yeah, I don't know exactly what the story of this is. Like, I'm guessing that this is a paid DLC, and the money went towards the charity. Like, it's just as simple as that. It's like, I mean, that is cool. This is the power of video games. Hair grows cool and like those thin, leaves rustle in the rich sighs and whispers, while geometry stands silent. The button that lets us spin this, and then we can get back on. So like also the level, because this obviously this is just a like a one-time DLC thing. Wait, is it actually? Okay. Yeah, this level's like so much easier than the previous level, you know, like we're like starting again. Or maybe not actually, what? So we need to step on this. Okay, yeah, so we have to... How's this gonna work? I actually found it hard. I'm like, what door do we want to get into? Is it the middle one? Let's just see. And then what does this button do again? Now we can twist this. Yeah, okay, yeah, so that was it. In the heart of that place, the explorer sees a tooth. She has not found a monument left to be forgotten, but a sacred forest left to be preserved. Then we've got the twisty. So I should check what the charity was for the last game, because, I mean, you'd assume that there's also going to be one for the third game now as well. Okay, so we have to get there. How do we get there? We can be there. Yeah, okay, so we want to stand on this. Spin once. Go down here. Go here. Monument Valley 1 Charity DLC. Okay, so it was an AIDS charity. All proceeds from the DLC and purchase of the game will go to fight AIDS. I'm on IGN 2014. ID's theme is a $1 in-app purchase for owners of the game, with 100% of proceeds going towards Without Out to the Dead, a charity that fights AIDS. The update which will be available. Yeah, so if you when the DLC came out, the DLC was actually free. Okay, yeah, so the DLC was $1, but if you hadn't got the game yet, it was packaged in, and it was $4 for both. Monument Valley sadly ran into a lot of spiteful one-star reviews following its last paid expansion. What happened? Monument Valley devs responded to paid DLC complaints. Seems quite a few people have gone back and one-star reviewed Monument Valley upon update because the expansion was paid. This makes us sad. That's it, we're giving up the premium game. Next time we're going to sell you 500 coins for $2 instead. Yeah, so I guess because it's a mobile game, people don't... That's so annoying. It's like a mobile game, so people don't want to pay for the DLC. But it's like a paid game. Do you not have to... I'm sure you have to buy the game. So that's why the developer there is making fun of it, saying like, oh, we're... You know, if we just had micro... Because, you know, you buy the game and then you get the game. But it's like, oh, if we just do microtransactions, then... like, people would be more responsive to it. But if you think about it now, like, yeah, Fortnite's a free game. You know, it's a $2 DLC and people were getting annoyed about it. Like, just wait, it could be... It will get so much worse. So I believe this is going to be the platinum. So we put the... Hey, last night we're not actually taking our hat off anymore. And we send the thing up through the forests into the clouds. And then we make a pattern. Our own sacred fathers are rapidly disappearing. This level was made in support of Playing for the Planet Alliance to help bring a petition to UN countries. Please continue to call on world leaders to protect fathers as our best line of defense against climate change. And again, only one music and audio designer. With special thanks, so we've got new people. We've got Neon Hive, which are publishing. I don't. I think they're PR. They're not publishing, but they're actually based in Glasgow. Actually, to be fair, I do think I'm getting both facts incorrect. I think technically they're actually online. They're like a all work from home company. However, I believe that the headquarters are in Glasgow. So, Schlock, Green Game Jam. For the Planet, us too. And then there's Lost Forest. And I believe that's the platinum. And there we go, together. So again, I'm like, I kind of feel like what I felt like when I played Sword of the Sea, where I'm like, I like all the things here, but it's like not, like, it doesn't like speak to me. But I do think it's cool. And what I'm kind of excited about is the first one came out in like 2013, the second one came out in like 2016, but then the third one came out in 2022, I think. So basically they had like loads of time off. They made like Assemble with Kira and Alba, I think, in between them. But then obviously they have like, we're coming back for Monument Valley 3, and let's actually check. I don't know what on Open Critic. The first first game came out the first two games came out before Open Critic like existed, but it's got an 82. The version I'm playing now, like the package. But then Monument Valley 3, but actually doesn't have a rating. That's upsetting. Yeah, so it came out last year. It came out in 2025. I don't think that's correct. I think it came out 2024. 7 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8.5, 8, 9, 78, 7.5. Why did so little people play the game? That's sad. I should have never looked. But yeah, so that was Monument Valley 2. We got a miss on the warboats, as we established, but tomorrow I'll be back with Monument Valley 3, and then on Friday, I don't know, maybe Dungeon Crawler, maybe Hades 2, maybe something else. But yeah, thanks Matt for hanging out, and good luck on the warboats. Hopefully I'll also get that Twitch issue fixed, just in case you come in tomorrow, and you have to let me know again it's not working. But it's not a huge deal for, I don't know, the VOD, I'm recording locally, and the VOD is on YouTube, so it's also not ideal, but hopefully I can get it fixed. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, and yeah, good luck on warboats. I'll see you in the end game.